Well, thank you so much. It's so wonderful to be here in this fantastic company. So many thoughtful, good-hearted people. It's just marvelous to be able to share a little something with you. I'm going to do a couple political pieces uh, for those of you who can't stand politics, and I completely appreciate the position. Unfortunately, politicians can stand us. So here we go. This first piece is has a curious title. It's called, I'm going to do Making Greenland Grape Again. Many of you know that the current president has offered to, over their uh, over their own opinions, to make Greenland his own. So here we go. Making Greenland grape again. Returning to it again like a long lost cousin or even friend. We've brought up vineyards from the Indus Valley. We've hired a bunch of homeless locals to stage a rally. We'll be planting a hardy vintage along the icy coast where the North Atlantic whispers off the ice encrusted shoreline, or so would like to boast. We've offered employment to the local population, although we're not entirely certain of the contingencies and requirements of the total operation. We've announced $1 million investment on paper, to be sure, but with the vineyards and the brewery, we're pleased to suggest the hardy local reindeer will probably endure. The frozen tundra nearby will no doubt prove entirely fertile on the fallow, untested, albeit rock strewn ground, or so we've been assured by our AG manager, a charming girl named Myrtle. The proliferation of several varieties of lichen add a picturesque splash of color to the varieties of gray landscape that we fully expect to double. We've anticipated next December for our groundbreaking effort. We rounded up some homeless migrants who launched the project. This bunch has impressed us all as clever. We'll be performing laser guided drilling, a brand new AI foreman, but the locals are undergoing formal cyber farming training, or at least a few. That's yet to be determined. The literate among them will make up the clerical staff. There's insurance forms to process and punch cards to load, so I'm not yet prepared to laugh. We'll be handing out hundreds to hungry passers-by. This can be easily explained. Pretty soon, my friend, you'll know. We plan to tell you by and by. We've been giving large bills to children and the wandering homeless. Sure, that's true. They often find us enticing, and the work is quite exciting. Besides, many of them will be of voting age, or so we do construe. We imagine bountiful vineyards of beachside we've been nourishing. We expect it will be flourishing. New hotels and a thriving tourist trade. As they relax, they can enjoy a festive reindeer parade. And now, those of you, I know some of you follow our government on display, and I want to share with you my thoughts on the confirmation of the Secretary of Defense. The sect deaf, tone deaf little men hate the Muslims while you can. Judge them harshly while you may. Is it their stand against alcohol that gets in the way? You often pay lip service to the Christ. With the phony Christians you hang with, I'm sure that will suffice. Some crusader, you might imagine, old Uncle Donny may yet, when necessary, toss your ass in a nearby chasm. Hide those tats, chum, as you may pretend some Christian pretense while you're drunk and making hay. Serious, thoughtful, that ain't you. You got some serious drinking left. Here's two. And that nasty Nazi past, who was it that dragged you up the path, raised you up, you're on display? What are you up to now, feet of clay? Have you found some counseling that's made a diff, or are you still chasing Jim Beam off a cliff? Gosh, you wrote yourself one nasty script. You got a heavy title. What bigger bags of boulders will you lift? Someone's bankrolled your climb to the height that's got us all wide awake at nights. Just whose bidding are you aligned? I guess we'll eventually learn. I just hope there's time. And I guess that'll be it for then. Thank you so much, my friends.